Hey, it's me Istvan, your Inkscape mentor, and I want to create an insect warrior for the character design challenge. So if you are into character design, video game character design, for example, it is a good show to watch for you. I will draw this live, so it's gonna take approximately 1.5 hours, and I will talk about how I draw and what I draw and all the elements I create. My idea is to create the insect warrior for the character design challenge, and it will be built up. It's a warrior built up from smaller elements from fire ants. So what I will do, I will create the basic shape of the warrior I want to make, then I will build a fire ant, and then I will modulate that one to create a character built up from fire ants. If you cannot picture it now, don't worry. You can fast forward the video and check the end result, or bear with me and learn from me and follow my process of creating this warrior. Now, the character design challenge is an amazing Facebook page. If you want to be in it, just take part in it, because it's amazing. Every month there is a different topic. Last month it was French aristocracy, and this month it is insect warriors, so obviously I have to draw for that. What I will do is draw a small insect. The little ant. Actually, it's gonna be better with Shift Ctrl C. I turn it into a path, and by control clicking on the squares, I'm making these curves. And when these are curved down, yes, this is much better, much more looking like the head of an ant. Good. How many little pieces there are in an ant like this? No? I thought there is like 3 only. I don't know the English names, guys. I am Hungarian. I know the Hungarian names. I was a good student in biology, but I cannot tell you. If you know the English names of the separate parts of an insect, please let me know. Now I want this end to be pointy, so I select these two and I push this plus here. Boom! Here I have a new node. I pull it out. I can delete these two. It's funny that it's almost as big as the head. These ones I want to keep together. Okay. And he needs mandibles. I want to make it cartoony. So I want the mandibles to be not super, you know, not a killer one. So I just duplicate this circle, I cut it off. That's a big one. And as you see, I hope you are not disgusted by these. It's very interesting. So as you see, it is looking like not sharp, but it's looking like the antler. What is it called? Yeah, of a deer. You see, like a reindeer. So I will just add some circles. Here too. I just fill in the gaps. Now these, with Ctrl 5 on the numeric keyboard, you could go to View, Display Mode, and you could go to Toggle Outline. I am in outline. So I see all the circles. Although everything is orange, now I see outlines. So I select these two, and I select this big mandible, and I go Ctrl plus or Path Union. I merge them together. Now I duplicate this just to add another circle, a smaller one, to cut the hole between. It's too much details, it's not gonna be visible on the big drawing. But hey. And we do the same here. And do a little circle here just to cut it in. Like here, yeah. Now I select this, Control minus again. And you see it is one shape. I make it smaller a bit. I can move this little cross, this little plus, and that's the circle of rotation, like the center of rotation, which means I can make my mandible really looking like it's working, like it's used. So what I'm gonna do, like this is the closed one. Maybe a bit smaller, yeah. And this is the, I duplicated and flipped it again. Good. What else do I need? Legs for sure, and these amazing antennas. Antennas are looking cute. I'm gonna draw them like this. I have an even better idea, guys. Let's build the legs and the antennas, yeah? How do they look? There is like 1, 2 and 3 parts, which is like a little antenna thing and 2 chubbier things. I'm not gonna draw the little hairs. So I have an idea. If this is a leg, just with Shift Control C, I turned it into a path. So this is one leg. I add the node here by double clicking. Yeah, one leg. This will be this lower joint, which is a bit different again. And then the rest is like an antenna thing. Very narrow, very thin. With Shift Control C, I turn it into a path. I add 2 nodes. I turn this one on, so I can scale the nodes together. That's it. Okay, too thin. These two. So this is a straight leg, but the legs is never straight. What I could do, I could duplicate and create my little legs. So, you know, I could play with the center of rotation here and the center of rotation. Just simply get it here and here. So if I move this one, it's gonna rotate here. I move this one, it's gonna rotate here. You see, it's like animation very much. This is what I can do. And that's a good thing, but I have a very different idea for my end. I keep this one because I like it. I duplicate it because I want the original, and with Ctrl plus I merge it into one shape. Now I want to make the legs for my little end, which is just one line. Let's see, this is an experiment. I go to path and path effects, and I add the path effect, It's asking me, okay, István, which one? And I'm saying pattern along path. And I copy paste this one, just Ctrl C, just copy it, and I paste it from here. And it's almost good. I just have to flip it. Again, paste it. Neat. So what is happening? What is happening is that I have a very simple solution for turning off the stroke, for creating the leg. This is a path now. I can duplicate it and I can elongate it. I can, I can play with it. I can mold it. I can bend it, but it is still keeping the shape of the original leg parts I created before. You see? So I can elongate it, put it here. I just have to take care that these 3 dots are always in the place. Pattern along path is huge, guys. It's huge. I mean, you can create a lot of great things with it. Yeah, this comes here. You see, and I have what I have there. I just grab all the legs, Ctrl D, so they are duplicated. I put them up here and Ctrl V. Not Ctrl V, simple V, so they are flipped. That's it. Here is my end. If I want the front leg shorter, I can make it shorter. If I want it different, I can make it different. But I have to take care that the rotation point is always here. So if I can move the legs, if I want to move the legs, they are always rotating here. So I can do now this and have different ends doing different things. So this is how you draw an end in Inkscape. It didn't took much, but I want to make a different warrior. So first of all, I'm gonna make my end looking cute. The rule of looking cute, and this is evolutionary, I tell you. The rule of looking cute is give things big eyes. And that's also, I'm not gonna give him insect eyes. I'm gonna give him, mammal eyes. So he's looking cute. He's like, hello. Now how would I make this looking evil, like, not evil, fierce, I am thinking. Turn off the stroke, turn on the fill, make it darker. Good. It's like a cartoon evil eyebrow. Ctrl D, flip it, evil eyebrow again. Good. So this is my end. I put him aside now. Group it up with Ctrl G, and I draw my warrior. My warrior, I'm not drawing on the paper because I'm not gonna print it. I really don't care usually. Usually I just go to File, Document Properties, and Show Page Border. I turn it off. I don't care. I export my image if I want to draw it. So my warrior gonna look like this. It's gonna have a small head, a big body, one thick arm, or even bigger body. Good. And he gonna have another arm here and some legs. I know it looks weird, but imagine it's like Patrick from SpongeBob. So he has like a small head, big body, and big arm. So it's like I'm exaggerating the smallness of the head and the size of the arms and the legs. I can go back and use it, like make it up, and I can duplicate it. So this is the original. I duplicate it. Let's see if this one is going up. Let's see if the whole thing is a bit imbalanced. And then he can hold like a giant sword. I add some knees here. And then he has a sword here, yeah? I'm not gonna draw it, I'm gonna draw it later. So this is the shape of my warrior. And duplicate again, Ctrl plus. And I merge together. And here is my little ant. And my idea is to build up my warrior from ants. But like good. So I am sure that the head will be one ant. I turn this one down. Because I grouped it up, the center of rotation moved away, but okay, I will fix it. You see, it's moved away very much. Okay, so I have the warrior. I have one ant in place, or I think so. It can be even smaller. Good. Now I need one more ant for the shoulder. Group up the head. And the rotation is here. It is like playing a bit like puppetry. Okay. Next time when I group up something, let me know, like, Istvan, you forgot to group up the eyebrow. Okay. Everyone together. Now I'm just shift clicking and selecting these objects again. Like this is the shoulder. I can actually make these disappear, because like he is from the side. Good. I have now one perfectly normal end and one going to the side. I can combine these two, create another one from this, just duplicate it, flip it with edge. What will happen, I do this from the original one. What will happen is this will be the arm, this leg will hug the other creature. Okay, good. If you double click, you can go into a group. That's the whole point. One leg, other leg, same here. And you see it's really like melting the little legs. I don't have to really draw each of them separately. I just duplicate and flip them around. Good. They hold together. And I can delete this leg, it's not really visible. I mean, no one will count the legs. So now I have one end twisting this way, one end twisting this way a bit, and I can rotate this one. I get the leg back. So I can rotate this one and create, because it has all of the legs, I can create an end looking the other way around. I'm just not sure about the eyebrows. If they are here, do they look like... No, because that's on the head. If I flip them, how is it more evil? Like this? Or the other way around? You see, because... Yeah, much more evil. But that's the mouth. So it's supposed to be like, if he is looking like this, yeah, I have the idea. It's good, but then I group up the head, Ctrl G, and I turn it. Now I just duplicate these guys, and with V I turn them down. Now I duplicate this guy again, and I put him here. What I try to achieve now is to give some more crazy randomity into it. Because it's gonna be looking crazy. I mean, it will be a warrior built up from ends, so it has to be crazy. Good. Okay, this is the head, that's the arm. What if the... I'd duplicate this again. I just want chaos a bit, because this is what if you saw the video about fire ants building a raft, if you didn't, look it up. It has to be next to this somewhere around YouTube. If I put this on YouTube, obviously I will. So just check that video. They are climbing in chaos. Or if you saw the movie Ant-Man, or the new one, the Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's amazing, by the way. And if you saw those, you see that the ants are really climbing on each other, hanging to each other, and forming something like a almost homogenic looking mess. And they are building raft themselves. And this raft is like floating on the water where there is a flood. So they are doing some crazy stuff. And that's good. Oh, nice. I'm getting there. I'm getting the feeling I want from this. I mean, not a creepy, itchy feeling, that too. I hope you guys like insects, because I'm not a big insect guy myself. I mean, I'm okay with them. Just, they can be pretty creepy sometimes. Okay, good. So this is it. I have the ants here on the top. How does it look if I delete my guy? Good. And I want this guy again, especially this one. And he will hold the sword. Okay. I can play a bit with the mandibles, that's why I created them. Can open them, close them, you know, do a lot of cool stuff. Okay, angry little ants going into killer formation. Good. Let's have the body, because I like this one. Maybe I can even make this further away a bit. Go back. You see, I'm using the ends now like Lego. I'm using them to build something like a thick surface. Here I definitely need one bending this way. Who will be this guy? So I'm just duplicating the ones I already have. When you hold shift, that's also rotating around the other end of the square, of the selection square. So I select these together, holding shift, and it's gonna rotate there. I wanted to make them cartoon, looking like a cartoon a bit, but also scary. I don't know, I hope it's scary. And I hope it's cartoon. Oh, I didn't do the antenna. I just realized I didn't do the antenna for my little ant. And it has to be the same thing as the leg. Okay. Hello class, we're gonna practice again. How does the antenna look? Yeah, like a little leg, but the end is looking cuter. It's easy to make. You just make a square with Shift Ctrl C. You change it into path and Ctrl click these two ends. I made it smaller a bit. And I pull this thing. And I pull this thing too. Okay, too pointy. Okay, not pointy enough. I think it's just like this. Good. Good. Pick up the same color. Ctrl C. And let's add it to my little ants. I first add it to this one. I do the same thing. I go to Path Effect, Add, Pattern along Path, great, and I copy, single stretched. And then we are asking like, what did you do? Why this didn't happen? Single. Okay, so something is obviously not good. Make this thing smaller. Okay, it's almost there. The solution is, I don't know why, but sometimes Inkscape is calculating where is left and right and up and down differently. So you have to rotate it 90 degrees or 180 degrees to get it right. So again, I select this. Ctrl C. Now I got it. get the color, turn off the stroke. Almost good. What's my issue is that it's too thin. So I go back and I made it a bit thicker here and a bit thicker here. Maybe this one can go. Let's see, like this. Path effect, and click on this one to paste it. Good. And then I can go crazy with the antennas, because I can do this again. I can do whatever I want, really. So I just copy these antennas now, and I go into each of the heads of all of them, all of the heads. This one is not even visible. If I wanted to create chaos, I should be happy now, because it is chaotic. I don't even put in everywhere, I just put in one or two. Now I duplicate it like he has, like this. You see, it's the same simple, very basic character. I just duplicate the hell out of it. And I can obviously bend it and play with it differently. Good. Let's do the same here. If it's a bit boring, I'm sorry, you can fast forward like a few minutes, like 3 maximum, because I'm almost finished with this one. See, I really love to create these little antennas and make the heads alive. And it is so easy to make, really, with the path editor. I just bend it. It's just so many antennas and legs and everything. I'm losing my way now. Okay, good. My original idea was something like this, to create kind of a texture. But I said like a bit homogenic texture out of the ends. So having some fun with the antennas, with the legs and everything. I knew it will be a lot of work, but I also knew it will be a lot of fun, because it will create the texture I want. So if I remove my guy from the back, it's already getting shape and it's already looking fun. Okay. I need one more end here. Let's make it this guy. Oh, I made a mistake. Control X, click in the head, and them here. Good. And now can play a bit with the ant's eyes. It's like teamwork. We are all tough, but everyone is a bit different. We are all individuals. No, I'm not. If you saw the life of Brian, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's play a bit more the eyes. So there is some bit more playfulness. So let's take this guy I wanted. Good. Flip him around. He will be the one here. And I just go in. I can even remove this antenna, it's not helping now. Good. Okay, here I am. I need some volunteers, guys. I need you here. Selecting the head. Then this guy. This guy again. See, it can be very chaotic here. It doesn't really matter. Because so it doesn't matter if I copy the ends because they don't look totally different individually. But I can definitely play with it so it looks different. I want this guy again. rotate the legs again. The eyebrows and the eyes are important because that is giving us some ideas of what is happening between this behind this chaos. Good, almost there. Need some more ends here. See, I'm grabbing elements from different parts, so people will not gonna see it as copying. Obviously they will if they take a look like, okay, Istvan just copied this end here, but it doesn't matter because they are so different. Because they are so different, then and so chaotic that it really not making a difference if I am correctly drawing each end individual or not. And what I'm mumbling about is this: you are using Inkscape, you are not painting with oil or acrylic. If you ever painted with oil, as we had to do in school, I was studying in art school, guys, so you can do a lot of good stuff with that and you can correct your mistakes and this and that, but it is very different every time. You cannot just copy paste something in traditional media. That's one of the beauty of it, to be honest. But here you can and you should. And when you copy paste something, you should, come on, when you copy paste something, you should make it a bit different to create this random effect. At least this is what I try to do. This is what I try to do all the time. And I copy paste something and doing something this crazily random, like this bunch of ends. So something especially random like this one, I am taking care to make it even more crazy by reusing elements and modifying it. That's modularity. And that's one of the greatest things in vector design. So that's good, that's good. I need another straight guy here. We had a straight guy, yeah, this one. As you see, not like a lot of other people, I am not using layers. I'm using groups. So whatever I do, the head of the end is a group, the body of the end, the whole end is another group, and that's it. I can move them separately. I'm not using layers and I'm not creating layers individually for each of the ends. It's not my style. My style is to use groups, because the first time I started to use Inkscape, I realized that groups are so powerful, guys. They are so powerful. Imagine a group is like a little plastic folder containing all your elements that you can reuse, you can reopen, you can recolor, you can transform and rotate and do whatever you want with it. So groups are amazing. Just use Ctrl G in Inkscape and group up everything you need to move together. And then you will see that groups are one of the best things in Inkscape. Okay, this is the leg, and I need another leg here, and that's it. Like 2 more little guys. Just taking care that all the eyes are visible. I hope this is looking like so I wanted to make it messy. I hope it's not that messy that people won't understand that these are fire ants having fun. I have one idea, one solution in my head to get over that. So this guy has to rotate a bit. Duplicate this antenna a bit. Wow, phew. Let's have a bit of a break. This was huge. It was a lot. Now I'm gonna make it more 3D-ish looking. I'm not gonna give highlights to all of the ends because I want to keep it 2D. And I'm not gonna click and highlight each of them separately. That would be a huge amount of work, which is not fitting into the amount of live drawing I'm doing now. And also I worked the whole day today. I just finished a big client work. I'm really happy about it. I am working on my freelance book. So I had my fair share amount of work today. So I'm just focusing to add some more depth and detail to this. I will add the sword and the shield and some detail. But before that, I have something to tell you because there is still like 9 days back from August. And together with the Inkscape team, I am running a promotion. And the promotion is fairly easy. If you buy a course from me this month, so you go to my site at istvanseb.com and you buy a course from me this month, all my courses are not $47. All my courses are $15. So each of them you can get for $15. And the original price is $47. Or you can get all my courses, all 8 courses, which is my big Inkscape course explaining everything I know, 5 of my game design courses, character design for video games, animation for video games with Inkscape and Dragon Bones, and I have also a web design course and also a logo design course and a special logo design course for game design. So I have 8 courses altogether, so you can get all of them for $59 for all courses. If you just want to click on the link on the description, then you can go and get all 8 courses for $59. The $15 per course is for you if you click on any course and use the promo code donate 2018. So why is it donate? Because half of the money coming in this August I will offer to the Inkscape team. The Inkscape team, as you know, is working for free, creating this amazing software I'm using right now, and the software you use as well to create awesome stuff. And they do it for free, guys. So if you buy a course from me in August, half of the money I will offer to the Inkscape team. We already sold a few courses, which means already a few dollars donations to them, but I want to rise this number. I want to give support to the guys of the Inkscape team with your help, and I also want to give my courses on a discount to you. Summer is almost over, so you had your fun, you had your relaxation. It's time to sit down and learn some real Inkscape skills and help the Inkscape team. Okay, enough talking. All the links will be in the description under the video. Okay, let's get back to the warrior. I duplicate it because I love duplicate things, as you saw before and as you see in all my videos. I simply love that. Why? Because if you duplicate something, you can keep the original. So if you mess up, you can go back. That's why I always keep something like this. I can always go back, I can always play with it, I can always make it better. For example, this guy, I can change him. This antenna is not needed. Good. Maybe this one is not needed, or turning to inside. Good. Okay, great. Let's delete the warrior. So I hope it is looking like like a human shape. I like it. It looks a bit like a human. What I want to do is make it more 3D-ish, as I said. So I group them up. My little ant friend, why are you grouped up with your previous? Oh Jesus. Okay, select, group them up. They remained in the same group, so that's why it was a huge one. Okay, now everyone is there. Control G. Yes, Istvan, we are all here, said the little ants. Now, what I will do, I will take some of these. How is it called? The back part of the ant. Anyway, I'm gonna make them darker. Again, so if this is the yellow I want, then I want to make them redder, darker. First of all, I want a bigger circle, yes. Good. And what I gonna do, I will scatter around some of these in the back. Not deleting it, just sending them to the back. Because people not gonna count the ends. They gonna count the different colors, they gonna see how things are built up, they not gonna count the ends. I like it that people are lazy, because I am lazy as well. That's why I am a good graphic designer. Sorry I'm saying this, but being lazy is good for a programmer, for a graphic designer, because this is making you proactive. This is making you looking for solutions. And exactly like this, I am building solutions. So I'm just always pushing Ctrl D, putting some ends in the back. So it is already looking good. I mean, much better than it was before. Okay, one more here. Good. Now I'm gonna just get one of these heads, Ctrl C, Ctrl plus, and color it like this. And I will do the same with the heads. So heads going behind. Again, heads going behind here. And you see, I don't have to draw all the legs and all the things continuously. I just have to take care that the eyes are connecting it. Where there is no need, I'm not gonna draw it. I will draw some inner parts here and there, but not everywhere. Okay, good. You see, it's much more vivid, much more alive. I don't like this one that much. That one is good, this one is good. Nice. Okay, here I need some middle parts as well, just a few. Really, that one is not needed at all, it's just a few, because here I need one for sure, if anyone is counting ends and are not like lazy like me. These are for just keeping things a bit more colored. So I use the same elements I use for the ends. I can delete now just for a second. I just use the same elements to build some backdrop, some colorful shapes. Yeah, so it is already much thicker now. Can play with some ends being smaller, bigger, this and that. He can be a bit bigger than the others. And the arm can go upper a bit. Yeah, even better. Good. Okay, I'm a graphic designer and I visibly master of chaos. So let's select everything, shift click on the big group of ends and Control G on the background. So you see this is also one element. Now I just have these two groups, easily selectable. Good. I'm just playing with the pose. Nice. It's looking like it's moving, it has big arms, it has big legs. It is like a big character, but it's built up from little ends. Maybe it is too chaotic in the middle, maybe I made some mistakes, but so I don't like that much this part, but the eyes are leading the viewer, and if I look here I see, okay, there are mandibles, okay, these are ends. So at the first you look at it and you look and you say like, okay, what is this mess? But then if you understand what is happening, you start to understand what is happening, and I hope that the viewer gonna have this aha moment when you say like, aha, okay, these are ants. They look crappy and orange, but these are ants. Okay, so this is one. This is the head of the other one. So the end ones, the here on the hand and here the head guy and these others, I have to make very nice and very visible. So good. Nice. Let's give him a sword and a shield and make him a warrior. It's a big sword. I want to give him a big sword actually. A nice Final Fantasy type thing. Like this, you know, oversized ninja sword. I duplicate it. And that's the handle. And this is the blade. Good. So how do I make it? If you are following me on my courses on istvansep.com, you can see usually how I do swords. This will be no different. I had the blade, which is gray. Could be actually lighter. Give it a gradient. Just a slight. Duplicate it. cut it off here, good, and pull it down. The page down, I put it down there. Nice. So that's the blade, looking nice and sharp. Here will be the handle. It can be actually something like brown, dark brown, good. This one too, and it can have some bolts holding it together. Duplicate again. Make this shiny. Duplicate again. Pick this brown and I make it darker to make a hole around the bolt. Darker brown. Page down. Go back, please. Ctrl G, my favorite, group it up. Okay, and here on the bottom I just click on these and make it circly on the back, curvy. The trick is to align this node to the direction of the handle. What else I can do, I can add some weird shine on it. One more. Duplicate the blade, Ctrl asterisk, and I turn off the stroke. So that's like a good shine, and I can cut out some bites of the blade to make it broken. Just select it, Ctrl minus or path difference, that's already a good blade. Okay, to make it more better is I will give a darker shade to this one. I group it up, I flip it with H, and I put it here that this little guy is holding it. Okay, it's giant for these guys. Still big, but it's good. It's a cleaver. Would be nice if this little guy would hold it with his legs. So I'm gonna make this longer. With the end I push it behind him, and I ask this guy to lend me a hand, literally. this one I can delete. Like there is one guy holding the sword. Okay, looking good. I think the whole thing moved a bit slightly, accidentally. I'm just checking. Yeah. I made a mistake, but it's okay. He can hold on to the sword still. Good. So it's nice and thick. And a bit more elongating this leg. Okay, he is coming, he is attacking. Can make this guy a bit smaller. This guy too, so it's looking like moving backwards a bit. Okay. The only thing I'm not satisfied is this part. It's 3 eyes here instead of, yeah. This is someone's good. So it doesn't matter if it's not visible, if he has a back part or not. So these are the little changes you have to make to create art. So you don't always do what is, you don't count all the parts of the ends. This is what I say. So you make the little changes and sacrifices. That's good. And I want a shield here. That would be so nice to make. So bear with me a bit more, because we're gonna create a shield. The shield will be circular. So what I usually do, for example, drawing wheels of cars and stuff, and also with the sword and everything, you draw it as simple and as, how to say, neutral as it can be. So you draw the shield like I do now, and that's it. You draw the shield and you rotate it later on. So now I just duplicated it, select a darker color, say this one. So this page down. Page down again. See, it has some thickness, and I'm gonna make it that it's wooden, so it has this metallic edge but it's wooden. Merge these two together. Control star, done. So here it is, here is the shield. And I group it up, make it smaller first of all, group it up, and I put it here. Now here it would be totally in my face. What I do is, first of all, I duplicate, so if I mess up I can go back. And now I distort it, and now I do the distortions I want to make. This is what I said. So first I make it as normal and as symmetrical and nice as I can, and then I make the distortions I want. I go into the group, distort this object a bit more, because there is more thickness here. Good. I remove some parts here. Like warrior ants, they already saw some battle. So cut it from this one. Nice. I give this a little gradient just for the fun of it. And then I go into the group and add some strings. Like some leather straps it is actually. So I give some leather to hold the things together. I didn't want to rhyme, I'm sorry. Good. So it has the shield, it has the sword. It's a bit empty, so I can add some leather things here as well, just for the fun of it. I can go into this guy, add the ladder here behind the antenna. Good. So this is my fire ant warrior, or actually warriors. And what I can do is that this little guy can hold a flag with the fire ant symbol. So flag gonna be just Shift Control C, and I cut out some parts, make it wavy. Okay, and I make some holes in it, like it's really war torn. Control plus, select, Control minus. And Control minus again. That's the way you make a banner. This is gonna be obviously red, but like super red it has to be. And I take the head of the original end. Where are you, original end? I duplicate the flag so it has some thickness. Okay, I can, but I will not. I realized it too much work now. I group it up and I give it a little stick to be on, so the flag bearer can carry it actually. Okay, duplicate the stick a bit. Control plus. This will be the leather strap holding it together. Okay, good. So one of the little ends is holding this thing somewhere. Good, like this. Maybe this color can be also this. Yeah, so everything has a bit of this faded color. Just play a bit with it. Wow, okay, done. I had a lot of fun doing this, and it looks more or less how I wanted, how I imagined. I am adding some little dust and other particles, some elements of making it move, but basically this is the Ant Warrior. I will add some background later. But for now this is what I have, and I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And make sure that you follow my courses and follow my YouTube channel, and check out the August offer and use the promo code donate2018. Get any courses for $15 and help the Inkscape team. Wow, now I'm gonna finish this and post it on the Character Design Challenge group. Okay, I'm very tired, guys. I have to take a rest. Have fun, keep on drawing with Inkscape, and okay, if you have any questions, please ask. Because I'm here to help you, here to teach you Inkscape.